Hello and welcome to another PlanetDestiny exotic armor review. Today we'll be taking a look at the new Titan Helm, the Eternal Warrior. The perks are as follows: Inverse Shadow, Infusion replenishes health each time you pick up an Orb of Light, and the final perk is Resolute, provides Unstoppable for Fist of Havoc. This is one of the few items that went unchanged from its original data mining. It simply gives you the Unstoppable perk. But let's go into the other parts of the helm before I really give it the final verdict. In PvE, when you consider the excellent intellect and discipline stat profile along with the PvE favorite Inverse Shadow, the Eternal Warrior begins to look like a solid choice for PvE Striker Titans. It does lack the flair of a more exotic perk like Helm of Inmost Light, but it makes up for it in some of the most ideal PvE stats and perks that you could want. You can go with Shoulder Charge or Juggernaut, knowing you'll be sponging plenty of damage when unleashing your Fist of Havoc. While the Helm of Inmost Light might be the more appealing option for its ability to provide 2 free Striker Titan perks, the Eternal Warrior is arguably just as good. Headstrong is actually kinda worthless when in tandem with Death from Above, so you're basically comparing Unstoppable to Death from Above. Do you want to have the maximum distance available for the Fist of Havoc, or just be a death-defying bullet sponge when you're dropping that huge hammer? The choice is going to come down to you and what encounter you're running. I know personally in Prison of Elders the damage can quickly become overwhelming, so I can see this helm becoming quite useful there if you decide to run Striker. Both Shoulder Charge and Unstoppable are must-have for a Striker in PvP, and the Eternal Warrior helm won't force you to pick between either. You can face a Felwinter's Lie Buckshot Blast to the face and live with Unstoppable, and Shoulder Charge is a one-hit killer that's just so much fun to use. Whenever I play a Titan in PvP, I generally just want to crash my shoulder or knee into other people's skulls, so this helm allows me to do that while staying tanky while popping my super. The Intellect and Discipline role is also the exact profile a Striker wants in both PvE and PvP, so you're all good there. Unfortunately, Inverse Shadow is actually useless, and Infusion is pretty close to it, so if you're gonna go with the Warrior, it'll have to be because you desperately want Shoulder Charge and Unstoppable at the same time. So overall, despite this helm not having a super flashy main perk, it still performs well in PvP and PvE. Something you have to consider though is that there are quite a few legendary helm options that have Int Discipline stat roll with Inverse Shadow on them. So while this helm is good for PvE because of those stats and perks, it's still eating an exotic armor slot. My Armamentarium or Ruin Wings are still going to be my primary choice for armor pieces on my main Titan in PvE. For PvP though, it is a bit strange. Even though it doesn't feel like the perk does a lot for me there, I still enjoy using it since I have the peace of mind that I can tank some serious damage while using my super. Again though, you're probably better off with Armamentarium for your PvP needs. I hope you found this review helpful. This has been Patrick Casey with PlanetDestiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.